Hey Dragon Brood, wanted to bring you something a little bit different today. I was having some fun on stream and I had what is probably my most interesting game I've played in Arena. I ended up winning the match, but the second game of this match I lost. But the game was so cool. It was back and forth for about 5 turns in a row. The next card could have been a win or a loss for either of us. And I just thought that'd be cool to share. So I decided to edit it and put it here. I don't know if you like this type of content. If you do, please click the like button below and the subscribe button because that would help me out a bunch. But yeah, let's just get into it and roll the video. All right, so 2 more wins to get to platinum. I always find it interesting when that stuff happens. Like, it's kind of why I tell people, like, people who just think Magic's super easy and they always have the answer. I'm like, they usually don't. Like, stuff like that always comes up and surprises people. Even the best in the world still find interesting lines here or there. Yeah, which is funny because until you mentioned it, like, I hadn't even thought about it. But even playing this deck, I've played against the fairies, and that somehow just has not come up. It's just literally not been a thing. But it obviously is a thing. Yeah. Oh, gutter bones. Oh, they're playing a sacrifice deck. I got it. Well, this is unfortunate because it means as much as I want to play Judith, I probably have to leave mana open. To shoot down, like, well, nah, we're probably okay. I'm and then if we do survive, our next turn's pretty solid because Bone Crusher to get a blocker out of the way, plus Agonizing Remorse. Yeah, I'm forever going to have a love-hate relationship with Gutter Bones. To me, that says it's a very well-balanced card, though, right? Like, it's a card you don't like to play, but sometimes you just need to play just for things to work. Okay. Well, no matter what, we have to kill this. That's non-negotiable. Well, we were about to get wrecked by Claim the Firstborn. That would have been a whole lot of not fun. They could play Midnight Reaper next turn. Question is, do I care if they have a Claim the Firstborn right now? These 2 cards we don't care much about, though they could play multiples. I'm actually going to get rid of that. Because it does have potential to be bad for us. Now the interesting thing here is if the opponent, if I attack with everything, the opponent could take 6, block Judith, take 7 in total, be at 4. Or I could attack with just Black Lance and Fervent Champ, and the opponent likely takes 2 and takes an additional 1 for 3. I think I'm just going to attack with the Fervent Champ. Seems terrible, but I feel like we have enough of an advantage. And then if the opponent does play the Midnight Reaper, we can possibly get them low enough that they're in a weird situation that if they block, plus all the triggers from Judith, they might just die. So that's a thing we know. Or we draw something else to just kill the creature, or we get Nimber Cleave, or whatever. There's a bunch of other answers here that may be correct. I'm going to take 2. And I'm going to attack with just this still. I think it's the right answer. See, I'm doing this first because then I'll also get to see whatever that other card is. Perfect. And that's why we're patient. Now we're in pretty good shape. Anything extra that, well, that's anything extra. Okay, so if we kill Midnight Reaper, they're gonna get to, unless it's a giant, we're probably good. So I'm like in block 5, take 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So we just do this. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. They would have taken 2 anyway if they double block. And they wouldn't have the card until after combat. Well, that went surprisingly well. That matchup usually doesn't go great for us. Truth be told, generally, Agonizing Remorse isn't even the best card for us because the only thing we can do with it usually is get a Roast Rider out of the graveyard. Which, you know, it's not nothing. Roast Rider is a big card in this fight. So we're bringing the Devils, Lava Coils, Downfalls, Red Cap melees. Get rid of 1 Nightmare Shepherd. Bringing in the extra Shadow Spears, by the way, in case they end up in a Cat Oven situation, you can still trample over stuff, which is really good. Blacklands Paragons actually aren't great in this matchup. They get blocked by everything. Probably cut 1 Fervent Champ. And actually, Rotting Registars are a little bit of a liability in this matchup, just because of the Claim the Firstborn. So I'm going to go with this and see if just going with solves our problems. It may not, but you can at least find out. One of those you don't know till you know kind of things. With this hand, definitely not. This is somewhat better. Sadly, I think I gotta cut one, well, Don't want to have to gamble on drawing a land, unfortunately. Because we may be in a situation where we just have to use Bedevil. And I don't want to risk it. Well, it's possible we may be using Bedevil to get rid of an artifact. Unfortunately, we did draw a land right off the bat, so we could have probably got rid of this mountain. And we'd be much better off right now with 2 Knight of the Ebon Legion instead of extra land. Yeah, let's use the way it goes. Okay, now we're drawing a lot of lane. That's not good. Well, they don't have oven, and this is going to be a tough spot. Yeah, exactly. I knew something like that might happen. So we're kind of in this weird situation where we've got to get rid of the creature. Because it's just that bad for it. I mean, maybe I could have waited, done it on their turn or something, but... No attacks. I mean, we have the Shadow Spear here, so we don't have to be in a huge hurry. We can eventually get damage through. But I would almost at the point where I'd rather just draw more removal at this point. Alright, well, we're going to do it the hard way. Actually, I guess it's good that got used, because they weren't able to get our Shadow Spear here. Ooh, this is a rare situation where we could get a cat. Though, until they have double oven, we'll be able to get at least 1 cat anyway later. And just as well, we may want to hit like a... Well, exactly, about to say I may have double. There it is. And there's the oven. Great. Okay, well the good news is we'll be able to get the Mayhem Devil out of the way by a little bit of time. But now we need to draw something substantial. Oh, this is interesting. Alright, let's hit a cat. Wasn't really thinking about that, but that's a thing. Oh, this is really good. Alright, how much do they have in the yard? Ghost Rider needs 6 cards? 4 cards. Alright. So we're going to give them 3 at least. Oh no, we won't, because we'll get rid of the Mayhem Devil. And then we can get rid of the other cat. Wasn't expecting on that to work out that way. So now if the opponent just top decks a land, we get to load up this Bone Crusher Giant with the Shadow Spear. I'm going to do that first. So we don't have to discard it to the Rotting Regisaur. Though if they got to claim the Firstborn, we're about to lose our... Yeah. We're going to take 5, lose our guy. Well, that's okay, though. At least we didn't get hit with the Regisaur and lose it, right? Because we knew that was a problem. Though they can get Woe Strider back now. It's going to be a little bit annoying. And their cats. I mean, they can get both of them if they want them. I think what we really like here is the ability to play Regisaur and something. That didn't really happen, though. Alright, opponent. I need you to draw badly for 2 turns. Is that possible? Well, actually, I guess they can't, because if they want the cats back, they actually can't use Woe Strider. That's cute. I didn't even think about that. Alright, opponent. Alright. Draw terrible. Only wish that opponent's playing decks like that. Oh, that's fun. Alright, well the good news is we'll be able to gain enough life to not care about what we're losing to the cats. We're basically trading 6 life a turn for the 8 we'd be doing to them, so seems fine. Plus whatever we draw here. Embercleave. Oh, no. Embercleave would have been super stout. But we failed. And it was not an Embercleave. Yeah, would have loved something that at least would have blocked or done something here, but we're not there, obviously. So the opponent can effectively drain us for 1 and attack for 3 each turn. So it's 4 in exchange for 8 life we're gaining. So we're only getting 4 life ahead each turn. Well, no, we're getting 7 life ahead each turn, but on them, and then only gaining 4 on our side. Like this is a lot of crazy math here. Almost enough for them to get a Woe Strider back. I think they're going to get rid of a cat to Woe Strider up, I think. Which I'm surprised they didn't do before. That makes more sense to me, especially since they can go ahead and scry cards. Because right now, they're just looking for removal to the Rotting Regisaur, which effectively is anything that kills a creature or a Claim the Firstborn. Perfect. That's exactly what I need to get rid of a Woe Strider. Alright. If they leave it on top, we know we're in trouble. Because they're only going to leave something that gets rid of the dinosaur at this point. Or, I guess, would potentially draw cards that could give them a shot at it. Alright, put it on the bottom. I would probably sack even 1 cat if I were them. Okay, yeah, that makes sense too. Don't leave it on top. Oh, this is not good. They're thinking about it. No telling what it is. Oh, they left it on top. So, it's either something that's gonna... It's probably claim the firstborn, huh? Can't imagine it's much else. Which is terrible, because it means they're gonna gain 8, we're gonna lose 9, because they're gonna attack with the Riding Red. Oh, we're gonna lose 10. So we're gonna go all the way down to 14, and they're gonna go up to 21. Ugh. Oh, it's a Priest of Forgotten Gods. Okay, that's not nearly as bad. That still leaves us some outs. That was not one of them. Oh man, what do we need here? I'm going to keep this in hand, see if I can force the opponent into a weird or bad play, potentially. I wonder if they just got a land. I guess they're going to attack, get some damage in, because that's what I would do. They didn't get another creature. Or at least not one, like a Mayhem Devil or something. Surprised this has gone this long, because I sort of felt like if the game went really long, we would be at the big disadvantage. Alright, so now we want to draw, like... Oh... That's not good. I don't even know what we... I think we're wrecked now, right? Because now they'll always have... Oh, well, they don't always have 2 creatures in play here. Oh, why did we draw so many land? The time we played the Rotting Regisaur, we've only drawn lands. This is terrible. Alright, I gotta keep it up, because if we get something to get rid of the priest, and maybe another big creature, we can still get through a Shadow Spear. So, we can't quit yet, sadly. Oh, I know, I have several turns, so I can't pack it in. There are still ways that this is winnable. Right now, even something as simple as a... Well, no. Well, that's not true. If we were to get a giant and in the middle of their Witch's Oven stuff, we could kill a priest and then we could play the giant with the Shadow Spear on it. So yeah, there's a few outs. Not many. This is where I want a Troxa. A Croxa would be great. This is not ideal. But it's one of our shots to kill a Priest of Forgotten Gods, so... The funny thing is, because Shadow Spear is in play and always has a trigger, my opponent doesn't know that I actually have an active card in hand, which is kind of nice. Alright, this is our shot to kill a priest. I mean, I guess we could have done it any time, but... The problem is that one unknown card, for some reason, I just feel like it's a claim the firstborn. So I probably need to draw, like... Nightmare Shepherd, maybe? Is probably the only real card to draw here. And even then, because of this, it's still going to take, like, 3 attack steps to win. This has been a hell of an interesting game, though. That is definitely not that. Though this isn't bad, because this kind of makes a Fervent Champion kind of interesting again. Because now a Fervent Champ would be 6 damage from double strike, plus we'd gain all that life, so that's not bad. Yeah, like this is getting interesting. Unfortunately, that's the only haste creature I think I have in this version. Which is funny, because once upon a time, when we had Dreadhorde Butchers in here, this would be quite the time for a Dreadhorde Butcher. Okay, Robber of the Rich, cool. Do your thing. Alright, so still just the one card. Which we have no idea what it is. And that's what I'm saying, I feel like it's a Claim the Firstborn or something. Which is pretty bad, really. Because if we don't kill them with this Ember Cleave, it probably is the death of us. Alright, well, here's hoping. I don't really know what's going to happen here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, we can kill us. Oh, it was a Scorching Dragonfire. Okay. Alright. So that's out the way. Waiting on the next creature, period. That's the first creature we've drawn since we played the Dinosaur forever ago. Why didn't I have just something with Escape in the graveyard? I would have already been able to end it. Phoenix or a Croxa or any of that stuff would be great. Oh, I definitely am right now. Oh, triple oven. Okay, now we're on a real clock. We got to get something that sticks and hits hard, or we're in trouble. Alright. Really, a Nightmare Shepherd would be the ideal card, I think. Okay. This actually doesn't benefit us to use it, because it's just going to end up getting lost due to the sacrifice. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So if we do this and they steal it, we're dead. So I think I'm willing to put just this on now, till we're ready to attack. And then I'm just going to pass. Zolameek, how's it going? This is our best shot, though. I mean, we need the opponent really to just draw a land. Like, just to give us a chance. I mean, because sadly, even if the opponent draws like a Mayhem Devil, we're still wrecked. Because they'd be able to sacrifice food, sacrifice food, sacrifice food, and then kill off a Murderous Rider. And then we'll get punished for not equipping it up. So we were kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. I mean, I guess I could have equipped up and then forced the opponent into a situation where they probably, well, they for sure still have more Mayhem Devils left than they have Claim the Firstborn. We just don't auto-lose if they get a Mayhem Devil. We do auto-lose if they get a Claim the Firstborn, assuming we equip up with the Embercleave. Alright, how bad is it? Oh, it's a Freeze of Forgotten Gods. Okay. Well, can we either draw a second creature so we have something to sacrifice, or something to kill the priest? So that's sort of where we're at. Okay, that's a start. I mean, the opponent knows that doesn't really do anything, right? I mean, if you're going to sacrifice it, you're just going to take a pile of damage anyway. Alright, now hopefully they don't get away to kill a creature now. This game is, like, there's no reason we should be in this match. Like, this game has gone way longer than it should have for us to even have a shot at this. This has been a hell of an interesting game, though. Like, it's kind of exciting, even though I'm on the brink of losing this whole time. But yeah, the opponent has way more outs here than we do, right? Like, any of their removals, so like Scorching Dragonfire, if they're playing the Giants, if they're playing... I mean, Mayhem Devils count, like that still wins for them here. I mean, there's just so many things. Now, if they don't get it, then we have a bunch of outs to potentially win. But we're still in the situation that if we don't kill them, we have to draw an additional creature, so we keep having something to sacrifice to the priest, or something to kill the priest. Oh man, how bad is it? Okay, it's a land. Alright, still in this. Too funny. And they put it on bottom, so that's good. Ish. I mean, it means they didn't draw a junkie card, but they don't instantly have the winner on top. Oh, man. Oh, alright. Resolve. We're gonna sacrifice this, obviously. I say obviously, maybe that was the wrong card to sacrifice. Oh, they got it! Dang it. Dang it. I guess it didn't matter anyway. Man. How bad was that for us? I think we die now. Because they're going to have enough triggers just from cats before we can do anything. Only thing that'll save us remotely is if it's a Fervent Champ. Man, why is this matchup so bad for us? Like, they almost desperately... This is the problem. Like, this is the one matchup where you want Grafdigger's Cage, but it's such a bad sideboard card against the rest of the format. Nope. Only thing I could have had. We didn't draw it. Next game. Yeah, we were into that game way longer than we should have been. Whew. That was a tough one. That was really tough. Alright. While I don't hate the sideboard choices we made, it all kind of made sense what it was supposed to. Yeah, we had a lot of creatures to draw. We just failed to do it. Oh, man. See, the other thing, too, about having the Shepherd is if it does survive, then even though they're coming back as 1/1s, we get to reuse those creatures, and that's real nice. Yeah, I guess we have to keep this. Oh, they're pulling Mulligan twice. 3 times. 4 times. Oh, no. That's a shame. The last game was so good. You'd kind of want this one to be that way, too. And we each have about 15 minutes left. 15 and 16 minutes left, so that's not bad. Though the opponent can still have a hand that's just like cat oven, you know, and then that's fine. Like, I've seen that happen quite a lot, and sadly that can be enough to win. Alright, well we are going to end up giving them cards here, the way this is going to play out, so not the worst thing for them. Though now they're in a spot where we do have an Evercleave locked and loaded. This is the type of starts we need against more decks, truthfully. Well, we will not, if I have my way, allow that priest to live. Not even going to Embercleave here, because as long as the priest isn't on the table, we just have no way to really lose here. With all the removal we drew this time, this hand was pretty good anyway. Even if they had got like a Mayhem double and stuff, we have double Red Cap melees in hand. Yeah, pretty sure the opponent's on no outs now. Man, that's a shame. That last game was really good. That was probably the most interesting game of Magic I've played in about a good 6 months or so, where that was just like steady back and forth and back and forth.